Alright guys, welcome back to Field Maintenance. Last week we took a look at the die rotor and how to just keep that clean for everyday use. This week we're going to take a look at the Virtue Spire. Really simple, comes apart nice and toolless and easy just like the die rotor. So at this point, let's go ahead and bring the camera in and I'll show you guys what's going on and how to keep this thing clean. Alright guys, let's go ahead and just take this apart so we can get at the inside and wipe off all the surfaces. First off, the outside is whatever, but it never hurts to have a clean, nice looking hopper. With the Spire, we're going to go ahead and push this tab to the up position, and then we're going to just push it in. It's on a spring, so we're going to push and hold, and then grab this top section, whether it's a Crown SF or the stock lid, and then you can just kind of pull up and away, and it just kind of pops off. So then right inside this tab right here, we can pull it out towards the front of the loader and spring loaded, and then you just pull up and the rest of it comes out just like that. So for everything that the paint's going to touch on the inside of the shell, you want to get the inside of the top. Paint's going to touch that a lot, so we're just going to take a rag and go ahead and wipe that down. This is what the Spire is really nice for. You can just wipe this down nice and easy and get the shell. Make sure and get inside the feed neck there too. You don't want any stuff, dirt, debris, paint, oil getting on your paintballs going into the gun from there. So that's that. And my Spire has a spring ramp. Yours might not. If yours does not, this little surface that's underneath the spring ramp here, you're going to want to make sure you wipe that down. If you have the spring ramp, make sure you wipe down the spring ramp. So what we're going to do is just go ahead and wipe down that surface, make sure it's nice and clean. For the drive cone, we want to take out the drive cone so we can wipe down the raceway and the drive cone itself. Right at the top, there's two little notches that poke out. What you need to do is you'll see that they come up and they have a little hook and they kind of splay out just like that. So they're a little bit of spring tension. So what you need to do is put your fingers on top of them, push them in, and that will allow the drive cone to come up and out around them. So I'm going to pinch those at the top, get a good hold on the drive cone, and pull. And after that, you can just kind of work your drive cone a little and it'll come right out. We're going to want to make sure we wipe off this drive cone. Any burnt paint, dirt, debris, anything like that. Paint's going to touch this drive cone a lot, so you want it nice and clean. You don't really have to worry about the inside so much, just the outside. And at this point, we can get at the raceway right here. Make sure that's nice and clean. Any paint, shell, dirt, debris, anything like that. And then right at the bottom, you'll see the hole where the raceway goes into the feed neck on the shell. You want to make sure you get something in there and clean that out. So let's just do that. And there you have it. At this point, we can go ahead and put the drive cone back on. So we just kind of line up the square with where it clicks in on here with the top of the drive cone. And you might have to move it, you might have to twist it just a little bit just to get down far enough and just to move those fingers out of the way of this side. But after that, you can go ahead and line up the square and just press and it clicks right back in. So now go ahead and take the whole unit and slide it back into the Spire. I like to do nose first all the way down, and then you can just kind of let this fall and push it down and you'll hear that tab click back in. And if you want to make sure that everything works all right, you can go ahead and turn your Spire on, and there it is, cycling fine. Hit that G sensor. Yeah, everything's working fine. Go ahead and put the top lid back on and back down to the locking position. And there you go. That's how you clean and maintain your Spire for everyday use. Nice, easy, and simple. If you have a speed feed like this, you might want to make sure you get underneath these fingers. If you have an Exalt one, it'd be really easy to wipe off those rubber fingers. If you have a Crown SF, it's a little more difficult because there's a bunch of holes and it's plastic. But make sure you wipe those off as well. And there you have it, guys. If you enjoyed the video, I'd really appreciate it if you could hit that like button. It really helps out the channel a lot, and I definitely appreciate it as well. And that's all I got for you guys, so I will see you next time.